Central Executive Council meeting. Central Executive comprises of the Central Office bearers, one member each from all the divisions, the state unit presidents, and some members nominated by the president. So, and also the some of the elderly members of the party. So this Central Executive Council is a very important body of the party. Whatever it decides is absolutely the final decision. Even if there is conflict of interpretation in the NPF Constitution, the CEC decision is final. So that is in a nutshell, the importance of this body. So today's decision is a very important decision because a decision taken by the, let us say, the highest body of the party, decision-making body, in terms of party policies and programs. So we would say today is a party policy decision. So in our party's policy decision today, we have reiterated our earlier resolution passed on the 12th of February by the Central Executive Central Office bearers, wherein we have requested, we have urged upon our earlier old comrades who were once upon a time part of this party to reconsider their decision, come back, rejoin the party, and let us strengthen this party. That was our first resolution of today's CEC, reiterating our COB's resolution dated 12 February 2025. Now, in the second resolution, we have made a very formal and a very special appeal to our Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, Dr. Nipirio, to consider rejoining the party once again and assume leadership of the party, strengthen the party, take the NPF forward and also the Naga people forward. This is the intention of this resolution, and it has been already reduced into black and white. We have also mentioned a little bit of the history, his history of where he was a part of this party from 1974 onwards. When I asked one of the senior members today, it may not be 1974, it must be 1973 where he has joined. But since we have to go by official report, in 1974 he was elected as the president of the Kohima youth wing, Kohima division of the at that point of time it was called United Democratic Front. Okay, for your information, the Koch party was known as UDF at that point of time. Then later on, some of the leaders who were elected in the central body, one of them was led Zakutsukrou. He was former NSF president also. And at that point of time, he was the president of the Nagaland youth wing of this Koch party. And you know, he and some of his friends decided to join the Naga national movement. So, you know, they went far away for training. So, our Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, Dr. Nipirio, assumed the presidency of the Nagaland state level unit. And he was actively campaigning, involved in the party strategies as well as party elections from that point of time. So therefore, this party is not a new party for him. It is actually his original political party where he started his career from this party. And therefore, we have earnestly appealed to him, requested him to come back once again and strengthen the party, assume leadership in any capacity that he wished to. And with that resolution, that is the second resolution we have adopted. In the third resolution, we have also appealed to the regional-minded both sitting and former legislators, both members of the Legislative Assembly as well as members of Parliament, to consider their decision and join NPF to form a united, strong regional front as far as Nagas are concerned. And we have, in the meantime, also appealed to the like-minded political functionaries of the regional those are like-minded regional politics, those who are now working in the regional political party, to consider their decision and strengthen NPF by joining, becoming a member of the Naga People's Front. This is where we have already passed on to the in the form of resolution to take the regional agenda more effectively for the good of our people. In the fourth resolution, the House, the Central Executive Council, collectively appreciated the decision of the incumbent president, Mr. Achumbemo, wherein in his presidential address, he has unequivocally stated that in the event Dr. Nipirio, Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, joining the party back again, he is willing to pave way, step down from the post of president, pave way for the new dispensation, new arrangement in the party organizational setup. So this is a huge, giant step forward to bring our friends together once again, because unless one has a sacrificial mind, no good things will come. So somewhere somebody has to sacrifice, and for that we have been on numerous occasions, our party has been saying that we will not stand on the way. We are ever ready to pave way for any new arrangement within the party to effect any new dispensation within the party organizational setup. Now, in our constitution, the NPF constitution also says that once the president, decides to step down, we will have to have Central Election Board, which has to be constituted by the Central Executive Council. But the Central Executive Council have decided to authorize the incumbent president, Mr. Achumbemo, our most respected president, to constitute a Central Election Board, if so required, because that eventuality we are anticipating any moment. So that is also being already taken care by this resolution. This is the stand of the NPF. You all are aware, NPF basically stands for an honorable, inclusive, and acceptable solution to this protracted Naga political issue. And this is a long-standing resolution of the NPF, and we have reiterated that resolution today once again. You were also aware in the first session, before the start of the business session, we have observed even prayer for the Nagas, and also narrating the first Indo-Naga ceasefire, which happens to be on this day, the 6th September 1964, where one of our Vice President, Mr. Lano Kaba, has narrated the story, and we have offered prayer, goodwill prayer for the Nagas. So this is how the meeting went off today. We hope this meeting, the outcome of this meeting, the CEC meeting, and the resolution adopted unanimously will yield a positive result, and we are hoping that it will fructify for the good of all of us. And I'm aware that Naga people from every nook and corner are eagerly awaiting for this, reunion of these two regional political parties to come back, re-strengthen the party as well as the Naga people, take the Naga people forward. Yes? Anything that you wish to ask?
What is leaders from NDPP doesn't seem to be very happy.
Well, see, as Newton third law says, for every action there is both equal and opposite action as well as reaction, isn't it? That's what we have read in our school days. So, human mood swings, of course, that goes without saying, but I don't think there is any hitches to us, I mean, within our house also and within their house also. There could be some individual opinion here and there that we cannot stop anybody to express their opinion. They have every right to express their feelings and opinions. But that doesn't mean that that is the collective voice of the party. And when the party highest leaderships are involved, I don't think those few people expressing their displeasure or unhappiness should overtake the collective decision of both our party as well as theirs.
So I have two questions. One is, apart from restrengthening the regional party in the state and pursuing for the early solution of Naga political issue, is there any other political agenda behind this merger? Secondly,
Yes.
how long have NPF and NDPB in a small circle have been processing this entire
See,
development?
Sarah, all our agenda cannot be openly disclosed to the media like this. You know, we have to keep something within our sleeve. There should be a drum guard. That is how politics is being, navigated. It has been throughout the centuries. Politics is maneuvered, navigated, because there are some unspoken, there are something within our sleeve. So all those agendas we cannot disclose everything in the open media, but definitely we have no hidden as such. It's very open. We have to take the Naga people forward. We have already stated umpteen times that we have to show by action. So action means the 60 MLAs coming together, showing a unifying front to the Naga people. Look, we have to unify, we have to reconcile, and we have to take the Naga people forward. And now, if these two regional political comes together, isn't it not strength in addition of the 60 members coming together inside the house and outside the house? This is how we have been exhibiting, demonstrating to the people, walking the talk precisely. So I think the question of that person agenda, mine agenda, hidden agenda, open agenda does not arise.
So why does the NPF think that a ruling party which has absolute majority in the House should be joining a party which has only 2 members in the House?
See, I'll tell you, if you go by numbers, I think we are nowhere near to that. They have 25 originally with the 2023 election result. Then after the amalgamation merger of the 7 NCP MLAs to their fold, they have 32 with them now. So, and we are only 2 with us. So if you go by number, I'm repeating again, we are nowhere near them. But what is prompting all of us is to keep the Naga house in order. And what is important is the regional force coming together. Because unless the political parties, the regional front is strong enough, all our identities are threat. The Naga peace process is being, dragged on for this much long. So there are many things that we have to address collectively and with concerted effort. So therefore, as far as we are concerned, I think we are very clear in our intentions and in our, doings. Our modus operandi is very clear. There is nothing, nothing as such people should doubt us. And why? The question is why this is important apart from having that much, despite of having that much number. This party, we have already narrated to you, it is based on the Naga peoplehood, Naga national movement, and we have this bigger issue, unresolved Naga political issue. Where is the better platform to address than the Naga NPF? Because our founders had envisioned this party to address from this platform. Because some of us have to be within the system and address the issue. System means some of us have to be within the electoral electoral politics. So, and you are aware this party is not only confined to Nagaland state. We have our wings already spread across the length and breadth of Naga areas, Arunachal Pradesh. We have the presence of, even in the house in Manipur, we have 5 MLAs at the moment. So, from that point of view, in fact, this party has survived on slaughter of so many threats from the central, national parties. For the past 60 plus years, we have survived. And it is because of our ideology, strong ideology, deeply rooted on the people's interest, on the Naga interest. So, when you count from that, when you think from that perspective, this party, although having less in number, at the moment we have only 7. 2 in Nagaland, 5 in Manipur. So, in terms of number, we may be lesser than them, but I think in terms of deeply rooted ideology part, I think this belongs to not only to us, but to them also. So we will collectively own it and take the Naga people forward.
Sir, having opposition-less government for the 2 terms has not yielded much result, because the whole idea was to push for peace, for an early solution? Secondly, are you all seeing BJP and Congress as a threat?
See, how can you say that having an opposition-less government has not yielded much result in Naga politics? We have shown the way that, look, our Naga society today is, we have to very painfully admit, that divided on various opinions. Huh? If you see the civil society structure, all divided opinion. You see the Naga national workers, lots of opinion being different, lots of affiliations here and there. So how do we do as elected members? The one and only thing that we can do is, at the moment, let us come together in the form of oppositionless government. So we have already formed an oppositionless government, and that is actually sending a strong message to the Naga people, irrespective of their affiliation here and there. That, look, we fought very bitterly during election, but for the sake of Naga people, we could come together. Why not you? You also should come together. Now, if these two political parties, regional parties coming together happens, and it will happen, then aren't we sending a stronger message? And aren't we contributing positively to the growth and strengthening Naga society? And also to the Naga peace process? We are. The answer is affirmative, positive.
So how affirmative are you that you and the NDPP will accept this proposal of the NPF?
Well, I'll come back to the earlier first question, synchronized with your question. Correct? We had, I must admit today, because we already passed a resolution, NPF is a very well recollected, disciplined party. We have not uttered even a word before we come to this resolution, because the party decorum discipline has to be maintained. Everyone has to be asked. Everyone were instructed to keep their lips tight, and therefore, from our side, we have been very carefully navigating, prayerfully rather, navigating and engage in the talk with them, in a dialogue with them. And now, with the passing of this resolution, we are hoping, and we hope they will reciprocate very, very positively. And I tell you, God the Almighty is working. God the Almighty will help us. Miracle will happen. Miracle happens every day, and it will happen. And keep praying. Keep your fingers crossed. We will see, a positive result. Both this party coming together and take the Naga people forward. I think that's enough.